What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the Sideline Study Podcast. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in to this. And once again, I messed up a live stream again. I got to learn how to fucking be a appropriate host. I always put the audio on. But hi! Welcome, everybody. If you're first time here, make sure you push that subscribe button right now. And I want to thank all of you who are joining. We've got lots to talk about on this episode of the Sideline Study. Obviously, we're going to talk about the roughing the passer call that keeps being brought up. I've got some news regarding a conference call happening, so we'll get into that. A lot of injuries happening on this podcast edition, so we'll get into that. Get into that news as well. And then our Week 4 picks. We're going to be doing those at the end of the podcast, the last hour. But let's go to my co-hosts here. I'd like to welcome them back to my show. First of all, from the Combo Show, Mr. JPBaker. What is going on, my friend?
How's it going, man? How's it going? Jesus Christ, I lost my fucking voice on Sunday.
I heard you lost more than that almost.
I told everybody that last night. It happens, man. I have false teeth. What are you going to do? Nobody's seen it happen, so I had to tell them it happened because I got up. If you go back and watch, and I'll have to tag it. So I walked over, and the rules guy said the reason that they threw – this was his explanation. He threw the flag on Clay Matthews. These are the exact words that came out of his mouth, by the way. The reason that they threw the flag on Clay Matthews is because he landed on top of the quarterback.
Oh, my God. You can't get more terrible of a explanation than that.
Yeah. And he's the rules guy that Fox hired.
Oh my God. There is much that we're going to get into because they need to define that rule. But before we get into that, let's go over to on your right side here, Miss Tattooed Mistress. What's going on, Goonie 20?
Not much. How you doing over there, Coop?
I'm still doing my plugs for you with your Twitter handles. What'd you think of the games this week?
They were quite interesting. I was a little worried about the Ravens game, but they came back and they came back.
Well, we'll get into all the games later on, and the other co-host that we have, he's gonna be talking a little bit of Carolina Panthers news with us. What's going on, Bobbit? Welcome back, bud.
Oh, thanks for having me back, Coop. The Carolina game was good, and when we get to college talk, I'm a fan of a new team.
A fan of a new team. Oh boy, is it the Detroit Lions?
No, it's
because
not.
They beat the fucking Patriots. Trek, if you're out there, you are a goddamn fucking hero for all of us right now. Oh, that poor guy has dealt with so much hate with the Detroit Lions in the past few weeks, and he's taken it like a champ. And look at that. They fucking came out winning.
It's justified hate.
I've actually was really surprised in that game how bad the Patriots were. They couldn't connect with anything. Their offense just couldn't click. It seemed like they did more of the ground and pound game. This was more of a running game, and the Patriots couldn't do it.
Yeah, I was shocked. Usually when Tom Brady gets salty, that's really when he starts focusing and looking really good. I just don't think he has the weapons that he did. I think that's what he's missing. He's got Gronkowski, but you can't rely on Gronkowski alone. I'm sorry, you can't.
They had that guy covered the whole game. They couldn't get to him. Detroit did a fantastic job.
Yeah, they were doubling him. They were tripling him. I don't think they have anybody else. Really. I don't think that Dorsett is the answer either.
No, I don't think he is the answer. And Chris Hogan, I don't think him stepping up his role at all. Julian Edelman needs to come back, and that happens, I think, this week, right?
I don't know. I could care less. I'm not a Patriots fan.
I will mention that the Detroit Lions do have a young rookie that I really enjoy. Kerryon Johnson, the running back. He looked great. I really think that this guy is going to have a positive role in that running back slot because LeGarrette Blount, he's getting old. They need somebody to replace him, right?
Yeah, I think another thing with the New England Patriots, their defense has been suspect at best, too. I mean, yes, they've been to the Super Bowl, or they're always in line for the Super Bowl, but their defense is always in the bottom third lately for some reason. Their run defense isn't as good. If their pass defense is good, their run defense is terrible. If their pass defense is good, I think I said that twice, but you know what I mean. Vice
They're twice as good now. But there, did you guys see the clip at all of Dante Hightower, I think, calling out one of Sam Bradford's plays when they went to the line? I think the Lions coach needs to mix up his play calls because apparently the other teams keep catching on way too easily with their play calls. There was a video online of Dante Hightower, the linebacker for the Patriots, calling out Stafford on one of his plays right away at the line. He said kill or something like that, and then he mentioned something mustard. I don't know what their audibles are. Yeah, and then
go ahead. Sorry. All I was gonna say is you got to remember where Matt Patricia came from.
Mm-hmm.
Came from so I think, and he's a defensive guy. He's not an offensive guy. So he's going to go with what he knows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and unfortunately, I'm thinking that they need to change their play calls or at least their audibles, something different from what they say. Because apparently for the last few weeks, the Jets picked them out too easily, and now I think the Patriots picked them out too easily. So that's all I'm saying is I think they just need to make it more complex for people to read their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yep, correct.
Bobbit, what games did you enjoy this week, bud?
You didn't enjoy any.
Well, I enjoyed JP Raging, and also enjoyed the Carolina game and the Detroit New England game.
Yeah, I think we all enjoyed the New England Patriots.
I didn't enjoy it. I actually wanted New England to win that game. I fucking hate Detroit. That's how much I hate fucking Detroit.
Really? So you hate? Oh, that's right. You're a Green Bay Packers fan, right? I guess it's a different thing. It's like me hating the Patriots, right? It's
exactly.
I did not know that. But do you think like Detroit will always be like the Cleveland Browns of the division or something? It's like,
they were good 2 years ago. They were decent last year. They weren't bad. They finished in second. I think they finished 9-7. Just didn't make the playoffs. The problem with the Detroit Lions is they fired their coach after 2 years. That's just stupid.
Oh, yeah, Jim Caldwell.
Why are you just because Matt Patricia's out there and he's a hot commodity, you go out and get him? Fuck that shit. Stick with the guy you had. He was doing great. He was turning things around, and then you go and fucking fire the guy, and then look at. Yeah, they won last week, but are they really that good? Is New England really that good? Because Detroit has looked terrible in their previous 2 games.
Yeah. It makes me really question where the New England Patriots stack up now in the AFC. Where are they? Do you think the Kansas City Chiefs are better? Because I no?
Oh, Kansas City Chiefs? I think Jacksonville's still the best team in the AFC.
Oh, but they didn't do anything on Sunday. What the hell happened to Jacksonville?
I don't care. I still think that's any given Sunday. I still think Jacksonville is the team to beat in the AFC.
Mm-hmm. And the Tennessee Titans beat them.
Yeah, but Tennessee was a good enough team last year, though, and I kept saying that. So, and they have a pretty solid defense. Tennessee does.
And it was a close game.
And it was a close game, and it's not like they lost 47-3. Like,
no, they were pretty. It was 9-6.
Yeah,
was the score. It was just a kick that separated the.
It was a defensive struggle.
Yeah, It was, but what was really important for them is that's a divisional rival in their thing. So that's gonna count with a loss down the road. So that's a crucial loss for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
That was their first win this year. Tennessee's, right?
Yeah. They've had a couple of games with that's been a little off, but hopefully Jacksonville bounces back next week. Goonie, what games did you enjoy this week? We haven't heard from you too much yet.
Well, I got to be honest with you, because I was watching NFL Red Zone while he was streaming the Packers game because there were fucking 10 games on all at the same fucking time. So it's just like, fuck!
You know what? I love it. I love it both.
Yeah. I got to tell you, the Eagles-Panthers game, the highlights I saw of that was pretty impressive on the Panthers' part.
I will say this about the Panthers right now. They need to shore up their fucking defense if they're going to go anywhere. They still gave up 62 yards passing.
Mm-hmm.
Better fix that. They got to fix that. I know a win's a win is a win, but giving up 362 yards every week, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere if you don't shore up your defense. Same thing with Green Bay. Green Bay's got to play way better on defense. That first quarter was disgusting on fucking Sunday.
Yeah,
if Green Bay would have shown up in the first quarter, I think it probably would have been a different story.
Mm-hmm. I want to actually just get right into the other game that was really surprising, the Minnesota Vikings and the Buffalo Bills.
Yes.
Holy fuck.
What did I say? What did I say?
What's that?
What did I say last week about Buffalo?
Don't count it. Don't count on Buffalo?
No. What did I say? They came out the second half of last week's game
after getting rid of their cancer.
After that fucking douchebag quit. Said he retired.
Oh yeah.
And then they came out. I said, look the fuck out. I think they turned the fucking corner.
Oh, he was the cancer in the room, like you said. And fucking Minnesota didn't even score a fucking point.
Nope.
Now that is embarrassing for Minnesota.
They did. They got.
I believe there was a touchdown with a missed field goal.
No, touchdown with the missed 2-point conversion, I think. She's looking it up right now.
Oh, okay. I thought they didn't score a single point. I must have passed out. Oh no, they got 6 points. Okay. Yeah, they got 6 points out of it. I guess I must have dozed off at the end, and I didn't see as far as I knew, it was 26-0, and I was watching the other games.
Right.
But what does Minnesota do now? I mean, this is good for your division, obviously, JP.
It didn't hurt Green Bay that they lost. Thank God. Mm-hmm. I don't know how good the NFC North really is now. It is. I said it at the beginning of the year. I think the NFL is going to be one of those years where the fucking Browns can make the fucking playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see the Browns making the playoffs. I'm just saying it's going to be one of those really weird years where you might see the fucking Bears. The fucking Bears are leading the NFC North right now.
Oh, my career's on the line. Oh my God, the fucking Bears are first in their division.
I know. But Bears to me because the Packers still beat the Bears in week 1. So that's the Green Bay, but the Bears have the lead in the division. But this year is going to be a screwy year.
This year is definitely going to be the year of unexpected teams being near the top. That's for damn sure. I can tell that right now. And even another game that was surprising was the Steelers and the Buccaneers game. I mean, Steelers came out firing all pistons, and all of a sudden Buccaneers like, not yet.
But they ended up
until the end.
But they were behind by a lot. That was late.
Yeah, Fitzpatrick costed them a lot with interceptions early.
Yeah, they did, yes. But
Fitzmagic showing the pick. Oh my God, you see that terrible pick 6? He threw it like not even to like 5 yards, and the guy got it.
And this is why he started out like this 2 or 3 years ago too, though. It started out really fucking hot. I mean, really hot. And coming out with 500 yards, 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns. And then he had a game where he threw like 5 interceptions, and 2 of them were returned for touchdowns. That's why he's played for half the fucking league. Nobody wants this guy. He's just filling in until, I'm telling you, he's just filling in until Jameis Winston comes back. Don't get excited. Fitzpatrick isn't that good. Coop should know. He had him on his team.
Oh, sorry. I had a little burp coming up.
know,
Sorry,
right?
if you guys are unaware, I'm dealing with the flu right now. Okay, before I throw up on screen, Bobbit, is there any other games that you wanted to quickly mention? Or what about your Carolina Panthers breaking news that you wanted to report?
Oh, yeah. So this just broke like 4 hours ago, 2 hours ago. Anyway, Carolina is getting Marshall Newhouse from the Buffalo Bills for a and Carolina's giving up a 2021 draft pick, late round.
Wow, that's a step up for Carolina. They need to protect their running back, right? And Cam Newton, obviously. They need more help on the line.
Yeah, like with the injuries that we have right now, we needed somebody like him badly.
You aren't excited over Marshall Newhouse.
Hey, we need help, damn it.
Marshall Newhouse is probably about as good as what you had before he got hurt.
Just give us credit for something here.
Hell no. He played for the Packers and he gave up like fucking 10 sacks in one fucking game. The guy sucks. He's terrible. I hope Cam Newton can last the whole year. That's all I'm saying, Bobbit. Marshall Newhouse is terrible.
Oh.
Well, we'll find out. We'll find out this week because he's joining a new team, and I'll keep an eye on that one. Oh wait, no, they're on a bye week this week.
He's joining another team for the 10th time.
Another traveler.
Yep.
By the way,
yep.
If you guys want to start writing your picks down, go ahead for week one. I'm gonna get into the first one not too long ago. Wait a minute, no, we're not doing picks yet. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm getting way ahead. I want to go into college football. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to ask everybody out there about their players that really impressed. That's why I wanted to get. Jesus fuck. Retardedness, my. All right, let's get into some college football. JP, how'd you like college football this week?
Honestly, I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't get to watch too much college football this weekend, but what I did see was pretty impressive. I seen some really. Wisconsin-Iowa game. If you want to watch some old school college football, that was fun to watch. I was nervous as beat all hell.
He was had the nervous twitch going with the leg and everything.
It was.
I was just nervous, just trying to do a switch over with the show here.
No, I mean, Bobbit watched more college football than I did this week. I think I had other stuff going on. I was doing other stuff. But when I did watch Alabama, I was gonna watch the Alabama game, but that was boring. I don't want to fucking watch Alabama. I say this all the time. Alabama, I don't want to watch a fucking blowout. If you want to watch a good college football game, watch Wisconsin. If you have not seen the Wisconsin-Iowa game, it was 17-14. Wisconsin scored a touchdown with less than a minute to go in the game. And they ended up winning by 11, but that game, that's what college football is all about, not the 62-3 blowouts that fucking Alabama gets every week. Those aren't fun for me. Bryce Love, he's a good running back. It takes him a while to get going. I honestly think, and I'm not being biased here, Jonathan Taylor from Wisconsin is better than he is. Good running back. Oh my God, the guy, even if he is not like against BYU, he still had over 100 yards. He was still carrying 5-6 yards a pop. I mean, I don't know, man. For college football, I know Bobbit's a little bit upset. Virginia Tech got beat by Old Dominion this week, and I'll let Bobbit talk about that. I didn't even watch him, but watch that game.
Didn't Virginia messed up on the 1 yard line when they tried kneeling down somewhere?
I don't know. Bobbit watched the game. Bobbit watched the game. So, Bobbit, what about Virginia Tech? What happened?
I don't know. I couldn't watch that game because I was at driving school.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, that's right. Bob was at driving school. I know that he tweeted out that he was starting to lean towards Wisconsin as a good team, though.
Yeah. No, I'm just kidding. No, go ahead, Bob.
Let me tell you my story about Saturday. Came home pissed off. Well, no, bored out of my freaking mind from driving school. Watched the rest of the Wisconsin-Iowa game. That was a fun-ass game to watch.
It was.
Then I see the score of the Tech Old Dominion game. Not only that, but Tech released one of their best players on defense.
But why?
The Justin Fuente guy.
Why?
I don't know. They didn't specify.
He had to have done something. They can't release him.
Apparently, I don't fully know. Like, they gave a vague statement.
So blanket statement.
Anyway. So I'm done with Tech for right now. I'm officially a Wisconsin Badgers fan.
All right, welcome to the team. I might actually lean over to Wisconsin myself, just because I think we all could have a panel here, or I could just be a dink and just pick another team. But I'll tell you one game that I watched a little bit. I saw Georgia play a little bit.
They're really.
There's one player that I wrote down, and because I wanted to bring a different player that I noticed on the field. Elijah Holyfield. I think that's this kid's name.
Okay.
This guy's father was actually a former heavyweight champion.
Evander
Holyfield? Yeah, I think so. I don't know too much. I just wanted to make that quick note about him, that apparently he has a lot of background when it comes to when it comes to lineage in sports.
Athleticism, yeah.
And that's where he gets his hard hitting techniques, I get from, right? But what other things did I write down here? Memorial Stadium is actually where's Memorial Stadium located?
Well, there's like 4 or 5 Memorial Stadiums.
Oh, okay. Is it it's not Old Mississippi? Is that, or it's in Mississippi, I guess? They're putting $98 million into this current stadium right now. That's crazy. I had no idea that you guys would spend that much amount of money on a football stadium.
Oh,
do you not realize exactly how sports conscious Wisconsin in and of itself is?
You're talking about the SEC, man. Hold on a second.
I have no idea when it comes to the divisions, but that is a lot of money, United States dollars. And I just want to...
Let me explain something to you. In Texas, and I don't know if TSS is here or whoever else is from Texas, some of their high school stadiums are bigger than college stadiums.
That they are.
Wow. Holy shit.
It's insane. Like, the movie Friday Night Lights is based on Texas high school football. It's a true story.
Yeah. I had no idea that just football is that passionate, and you guys will spend millions of dollars just to make sure that your fans are happy with just the stadium that they go to, no matter if it's high school football.
Dude, just watch one Badger game. That's all you need to do. There is one giant section that is all students and students only.
Well, it's 4 sections, actually. There's one in Lincoln, Nebraska. There's one in Texas. I can't remember. There's like 1 or 2 more Memorial Stadiums. I don't know. I just looked it up and I couldn't. The only one that I know of is in Jackson, Mississippi, where Jackson State is.
This might be the Mississippi one, because I have wrote down underneath it, as a tradition, Mississippi actually defeated Alabama in 2010, and as a tradition, apparently they cut down their field goal posts, and apparently they'll take it down, and each like place in the in near the arena will chop it off, and they'll frame it in their local like bar or something like that. I think that's fucking awesome.
So Ace just said, he's from Texas, and there is a high school in Allen, Texas, where they built a stadium that cost the district $75 million. That's for a high school.
Holy fuck. Jesus Christ.
Mineral Point, where I live, or just north of where I live, just built a football field, $2 million.
Wow.
That's it. Oh my God. But that includes putting in the lights and the booth and all that shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. And renovations on the field. That's expensive for around here. And it's not one of those bowl stadiums where you can see 45,000 people. No, you probably see about 800 people, 900 people, maybe 1,000. But yeah,
that's fucking incredible. That's fucking
$75 million just to build a stadium at a high school.
Wow, I'm just amazed how much, and just holy fuck, man, it's amazing. I wish I had that kind of money. That way I can help out like local sports events and that, man.
60 million, 75 million, it's no big deal. One or the other. Still 60 million.
Monopoly money. I'll buy my properties that way.
But still 60 million for a high school stadium? For a high school? Come on, man.
That's crazy. Wow. Unbelievable. Bobbit, do you have anything else that you'd like to add?
Me? No.
No, just go Badgers.
That's right. Go Bucks.
And what about you, Goonie? Anything else that you want to add before we get into our picks? Because I'm pretty anxious.
I think we're all set.
I'm set.
All right. Now before we get into the picks, one last topic, and I want to leave this with JP because his last rant that he did on the last podcast go over 200 fucking views just for a 7-minute video. And so it was obviously the roughing the passer call. Once again, another lots of fucking questionable calls. What am I going to say? There's just everywhere. They're fucking throwing roughing the passer calls, and it's getting ridiculous. There's going to be a conference call next week with the commission committee. And they're definitely bringing that up because the commission committee is not happy with the roughing the passer calls. JP, I'll leave you with this.
Okay, so I'm gonna start off with this. 3 weeks in a row. How in the fuck can you miss this? And like I said, your explanation. You hire a guy from Fox, and his explanation is he landed on top of the quarterback. That's your explanation for the rule. How in God's green earth is that in the rule book? It is in the rule book, but how is that in the fucking rule book? He put all of his weight on him. Do you want the guy to lose weight? Is that what you're saying? You want him to be smaller than the quarterback and then it'll be okay? What if a little 195-pound cornerback hit Andrew Luck, who is 240? Or better yet, Cam Newton, who is 250. Are you going to throw a flag on him because he put all of his weight on top of him? Fuck off. Give me a break. Come up with something better than an excuse that he landed on top of him. That is such bullshit. I don't know. Yes, I read that article. The rules committee is getting together and talking about it. But if you read it further, they aren't changing anything.
Nope.
Most likely they're not going to change. They're just going to talk.
They like the rule. They like the rule. How can you like a rule that is ruining your sport? The rules committee are coaches. Did you know that? They're coaches. And half the coaches, Mike McCarthy is on the rules committee. He wanted to punch the fucking referee that threw the flag. I don't know if you've seen how livid he was.
He was pissed. He looked like he was about to shove one of the referees after. He
was fucking livid. I mean, that's about what I was like. Except
I think a lot of even at home.
It's ridiculous. If you are afraid to take a hit, fucking quit. That's all I have to say for all you fucking pussy-ass fucking quarterbacks out there that are afraid to take a fucking hit in the NFL, Tom Brady, that are afraid to take a hit in the fucking NFL. Because don't say, well, it's Aaron Rodgers is the reason why they put that rule up there. He came out in a press conference and said, don't change the rule just because of me. You're going to ruin the sport if you do that. And look at what it's doing. It almost gave me a fucking aneurysm Sunday.
Yeah.
That's how pissed I was.
Well, now the question is, can they even take it out in the season right now, or do they have to just wait it out until the end of the season?
If it was me, if I was the commissioner, I would say no. That whatever we are doing, whatever they need to bring in people that are not coaches, that have prima donna quarterbacks in the NFL, and actually fucking make up fucking rules. What they had before was you were allowed one step and then you could hit the quarterback. If you were taking more than one step, you could not hit the quarterback. Or you couldn't, full on just plow him over. If you bumped into him, you bumped into him. I mean, Christ, back in the 1960s, your dad. I'm going to use him as an example. What is he thinking about this now? What is he thinking?
He's not liking them. he's a Clay Matthews fan, so he tell his reaction.
I think Brett Favre is probably like, Jesus Christ. If I had this rule, I'd probably still be playing today.
Right.
I mean, come on, man. The rules that they have are meant to protect people. I understand that. Well, how do you do that? Make better equipment. Mm-hmm. These quarterbacks are wearing more padding than any other player on the fucking football field. What more protection do they fucking need? They're wearing flak vests. I mean, Jesus Christ.
They have spinal protection.
I mean, come on. I mean, every player has that, but it's just, come on. Let's get back to playing football and not two-hand touch. This is garbage.
Yeah, if you don't want to hit the quarterback, you might as well just dress him up as a onesie and then just let him play that.
Yeah,
you're cover him in pillows and bubble wrap.
I'm just sick of the rule. I'm sick. The NFL is ruining itself by changing fucking rules or making up rules or adding rules that make absolutely no fucking sense to what we do, what they're doing, not what we do, what they're doing. Mm-hmm. It boggles my mind. I used to be a coach, and I would tell my guys, I don't care. You let him know you're there. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You hit that motherfucker. You let him know you're there. That way,
you make a presence when you're on your field.
He thinks twice about coming into your area again. That's right. That's what it's a. Football is 90% mental. Or 90% physical, 10% mental.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
90% of that physicality is mental.
I've always wondered something about football.
What's that, Bobbit?
You know how the quarterback, like, when he's about to get the ball, he says "ha, whatever."
Mhm.
What if that center like really shits his pants really badly? What does he do then?
Well, that means he's calling up, right?
Like, oh
Random
shit!
comment from Bobbit.
Is that considered an injury timeout? I don't know.
It'll be illegal procedure.
Unsportsmanlike like a conduct.
Unsportsmanlike
Taunting. Oh boy!
But that's all I have. Look, I'm gonna try not to talk about the rule anymore, but I'm sure it's gonna fucking happen. It's gonna be an ongoing thing once a year.
One thing I will say, yes, keep the rule, fine, whatever. But you know what? Get every single fucking referee you have together, sit them all down in the same fucking room, and tell them, listen, you call this rule this way, not any other way.
Yeah, I said that on Sunday. You got to get these guys on the same page. It's at the referee's discretion, which makes no sense. So one referee could throw one flag, and that's why you're seeing this. But I think there's a vendetta out on players like Clay Matthews, the way they play.
Because he's a 10-year veteran, so he knows older ways of playing, which were a lot rougher than what they are now.
I mean, Jesus Christ, they were pussified when he first got into the league. Now they're even more pussified. He can't even tackle anybody with the way he tackles now. I mean, his tackle was a beautiful form tackle. I didn't see anything wrong with it. And then I seen a hit, or she showed me a hit on
Matt Ryan.
On Matt Ryan. That was harder.
But it was almost identical to Clay Matthews, and there was no flag.
No, it wasn't identical because it was a suplex, and they didn't throw the flag. That's what they're trying to get rid of. They're trying to get rid of these picking them up and then slamming them down.
Right.
Matthews tackled the guy. He didn't pick him up, suplex city him like fucking Brock Lesnar does, and then fucking spear him. Yeah. I mean, that...
And even the tackle on Alex Smith, he tried avoiding with the shoulder, right? He tried going to the side and tackling him, and that just
he rolled off. Yeah, he landed on him, but he rolled off of him.
Right. Yeah. No, from what I saw from the tackle, he basically just almost went to the shoulder side.
Yeah.
So it's like you're in a split decision second, where you have to know where your body is gonna go when you land on him. That's fucking tough, man.
Apparently somebody tore their ACL doing that. So now defensive players are getting hurt because they can't hit. They have to sidestep a quarterback because, God forbid, you touch a fucking quarterback, he's gonna get a 15-yard penalty.
Yep, it was it was from Miami Dolphins, the defensive lineman. He tore his ACL trying to stop himself from doing that. That's fucking.
Jimmy Garoppolo tore his ACL.
That's huge. Oh, that's huge too. Garoppolo out for the season, torn ACL.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I was not sold on Garoppolo. I wasn't sold on that guy.
Sorry, Cardinal.
Yeah, I honestly wasn't sold on that guy. I just never. There was hype coming from him because he had a couple of good games for New England when Tom Brady was out, and then that game against Minnesota, fucking all over the place, man. He could have had his team in that, kept his team in that game if he was any sort of accurate.
Yeah, and when he went to the side, he made that mental mistake of not running out of bounds, right? So it's a fortunate loss for the 49ers, but they have CJ Beathard.
But he didn't do too bad last year. I mean, yeah, San Francisco wasn't very good, but They drafted the kid, so they got to see something in him.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just shit for me being bored.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah, hopefully. I don't know if the 49ers are going to go hit the waiver wire and pick somebody up, but I doubt that they're going to do anything this year anyway. So.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting them to go anywhere.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, if we're all done the NFL news, I think it's time to get. Are we getting into the NFL news or no? The picks. Oh my God! I am admitting for the very first time I am sober. I am not high. This is the problem today. I am not focused. All right. Let's get it. Oh my God. All right, let's see if I could pull up the schedule here. Just a quick question, or not question, but another note about the roughing the passer thing on the Bucks and the Steelers game. They're doing way too many of these roughing the passer things because I noticed one play and randomly fell on the ground and then hit the quarterback, and he was called for the roughing the passer for 15 yards. So that's when I noticed that the commentators are getting really fucking annoyed with this because they're like, "Oh, come on!" Yeah, it's like it's getting out of hand.
Annoyed with it.
It's between roughing the passer and the holding calls. It's ruined the sport.
Well, the holding calls has always been. You can call holding on just about every fucking play in the NFL.
And they do now.
They did Sunday. It was kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I made a bad joke saying that this is just flag football now. All right, let's start off with the first game we've got on Thursday. It's the Minnesota Vikings taking on the Los Angeles Rams. I'll start with Bobbit on this one because he's been a little quiet. What's going on, Bobbit? Who are you picking in this game?
I got the Rams.
The Rams. You don't give the Vikings a chance getting back in this one?
Not after what I've seen against the Bills.
All right. A downpour. Goonie, who are you going to be taking?
I'm going with the Rams also. I mean, what they did against the Chargers was pretty impressive.
JP?
You said both of their starting cornerbacks are out for the Rams, right?
Yes. Oh, yes, that's right. For I think we said it off the air. The St. Louis, the Los Angeles Rams lost their two starting quarterbacks for the next few weeks. Aqib Talib is going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks, while Peterson is going to be gone for 2 to 4 weeks. So look for that secondary to be exposed a little bit.
Who do they have as their backups? Do you know? Were they there last year?
I have no idea. I should have been keeping more aware on the Rams in preseason, but to me, I just thought they were too good to watch. So I didn't really get to watch them. I do not know who their backups are.
I got it. Come back to me and I'll let you know.
Okay. Well, then I'll make my pick in the meantime because I'm going to go with the Los Angeles Rams. I just don't like what I saw from Minnesota. I'm very worried with Kirk Cousins and that offense. I have a bad feeling that the Los Angeles Rams are just going to walk over the Vikings on Sunday. Or no, on Thursday, sorry. JP?
Give me 1 second.
Okay, and for all those that are in the chat room, make sure that you give your picks right now. Go ahead and chat away and who are you picking? Let's see what's going on. Yeah, it looks like everybody's going with Rams on this one. Ronnie's going with it. Alpha, David, Sarah, Ace, they're all going with Rams. Nice.
But it looks like they have the same. They picked up Aqib Talib and Marcus Peters and added to their roster and got rid of their weakest link. They have 2 of their starters, the guys that they had playing their starters last year are there. So I'm going to go with the Rams just because the Vikings better figure their shit out.
They're beginning of their season. They're garbage right now.
They have not looked good in any of their 3 games. They have even the 49ers game. They did not look good to me.
And looks like everybody's going with the Rams as well. So we'll just move right on to the Sunday games. And the first one we'll get into, the New York Jets will be taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars coming off a loss against the Tennessee Titans. Bobbit, I'll start with you.
Oh, Coop. Your team's fucked. I'm going Jaguars. I'm sorry, buddy. Your team's dead.
And Goonie?
I'm going with Jaguars as well.
And JP?
Yep. Sorry, man.
All right. You know what?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Jacksonville.
You're using your head, not your heart. I know you want the Jets to win. I know you do. You hope they win, but it's just Jacksonville is just.
They're in Jacksonville. They're not going to. They're in Jacksonville.
That defense is
they're solid right now.
That defense is brutal.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's going to be probably an ass kicking for my New York Jets, and looks like the room is agreeing with everybody. Everybody's going with the Jaguars. I don't think anybody took the.
We're all dead even right now.
By the way, JP, how did we do our picks last week?
The only one that finished over 500 was David Wells. Everybody else went 8-8 or 7-9.
That's incredible.
D. Wells, I can't remember what you picked, D. Wells. Did you pick the Steelers or the Buccaneers? If you picked the Steelers or the Buccaneers, you went 10-6. If not, you went 9-7. Then if you picked the Steelers, I think he went 10-6 because he was 9-6.
I think we had all of us. I think had a good week for picks.
Ronnie finished in last. I think this week. I think she went. No, her and Heather did 7-9. I'd have to look again. I forgot to bring it home with me. I was gonna write it down, but I got sidetracked again. I'll let everybody know Thursday or tomorrow.
Okay, sweet. And I'll have to make a graphic for all of our picks, how we're doing right now. Yeah. I got to use my magical skills graphics-wise. All right, enough of my stupidity. Let's move on to the next game. You got the Miami Dolphins against the New England Patriots. JP, I'll start with you on this one.
Where's it at?
This one's in New England.
New England. They're gonna be pissed off.
Oh yeah. Goonie?
I'm gonna have to agree. Tom Brady's gonna be fucking pissed all hell of how badly they got spanked.
He's gonna be salty.
Yeah.
And like I said, if he is salty, he is really focused. Plus, you said he's getting Julian Edelman back this weekend.
I'm not sure if his suspension's up or not. I think it's a 4-game suspension, so I think after this week.
I think Gronkowski will be just enough for him.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, I'm not sure if I'm sold on Sony Mitchell as a 3-down back for the New England Patriots. He's the rookie that they have there.
I mean, Jesus Christ, they have James White. Why don't they use him? When he was at Wisconsin, he was their 3-down back, and he did very well. He had like almost 2,000 yards one year.
Wow. I didn't fucking know that. James White, he's been fucking quiet for the Patriots for years.
They don't use him right.
Yeah, he's been pretty quiet on there. Bobbit, who are you picking?
I gotta go with New England.
Yeah, I think we're all on the same path here. A divisional rival for the New England Patriots, them coming into their home stadium, coming off a huge loss. They're going to be pissed. So I'm going with New England on that one too. And what's the chat room looking like? I see a lot of people go with Patriots.
Patriots. Everybody picked Patriots.
And I see a couple of new people in here. If it's your first time here, make sure, just come join us every week here, give your picks, and talk some football with us. We're a growing sports show here, or a growing football show, and we'd love if you guys want to just enjoy the ride being here, man. But except for when we talk Patriots, they fucking suck. Well, they don't suck. I just hate their fucking guts.
I don't think the Patriots are trash, Alex Codes. I just think I don't know why people call them. It's like calling the Packers trash. How are the Packers trash? They're always fucking good. Don't hate on the Patriots because they're good. I'm sorry. You can't do it. Coop, you have no room to talk. You can't call them trash.
No, I'll just call them cheaters.
But you can't. I mean, you can say, yeah, you guys are trash, but you can't say that they suck because they don't suck because they win all the fucking time.
Yeah, no, I hate them for destroying my dreams every
I know.
I hate them for making me cry every year in the fucking Super Bowl, hoping that they would fucking lose. That's why. I hate spending all the money on Super Bowl parties just to hopefully see them lose, and then they come back and make the biggest fucking comeback in history. Those pricks.
Every time.
They didn't last year. They didn't last year. Come on now.
Fuck New England. Okay. Next game, we've got the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Tennessee Titans. Goonie, I'll start with you on this one.
Where are they playing?
This one is in Tennessee.
I think I'm actually going to take the Titans on this one.
Who is it? The Eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eagles and Titans.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Tennessee on this one. They look, from the highlights I saw, they look decent against the Jaguars. And the Eagles are in a bit of a slump right now.
The Eagles won last week, right? The Eagles, they won. But I'm just, There's a rhetorical question. Is Marcus Mariota playing?
Marcus Mariota is dealing with that injury, and I think he's going to be playing.
He's going to be playing?
Yeah, because I think their other guy is hurt, right? He got hurt in the game, and they had to bring Mariota in.
I'm going Philadelphia. Just too much Philadelphia, man.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we can sit here and talk about how Philadelphia sucks. The fans are assholes. Whatever. Philadelphia's got a good football team. They do. Carson Wentz is back. He looked a little rusty this last weekend, but that was his first game back. Got to remember, he just came off a torn ACL.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it takes a while to get used to that. So I don't expect him to be doing too much running. Yeah, I expect him to run, but not as much running as he did last year. He's more going to probably stay in the pocket and throw some bombs.
Yeah, I'm going with Philadelphia. There's just I don't see the Tennessee. Tennessee's played well, but I just don't see Tennessee beat Philadelphia. They're too good.
You want to fill Alex on the other two games for you?
Alex, you got the Rams and Rams and who?
We had the Rams and the Jaguars and the Dolphins game.
Rams. Oh, the Rams and the Vikings and the Jaguars and Dolphins. Jaguars and Dolphins? Yeah.
Yes.
Sorry. We had the Vikings, Rams, the Jets and Jaguars, and Dolphins, Patriots. Those were the three games we went.
So just let us know in the chat your picks for those, and then the Jets, fucking Pats.
Go ahead and write your picks in the chat whenever they're brought up. If you missed some, you can go back and listen to the podcast and find out where we made our picks. Just thanks for being here, man. Appreciate it. So Bobbit, who are you picking? Tennessee or Eagles?
I'm picking Philly.
Philadelphia. All right. And I'm going to actually go with the Eagles myself. I just think that with Carson Wentz coming back, I think he's going to be throwing up quite a bit of yards over that Tennessee defense. And, the Tennessee defense, I've had high hopes for them, but I think something's missing.
They're fighting injuries. They lost their starting safety, I think, this year. For the year. So they're fighting defensive back issues. So
Then that's you sold me with that convo right there. I'm just gonna go with the Eagles because it's just something about the Titans. I'm just not sold on them yet. I don't know what it is, but it's just something about the Titans. I'm not sold on them.
Right.
All right, the next game we got is the Houston Texans going against the Indianapolis Colts. Sarah, I think we already know your pick. Bob, we'll start with you on this one.
Where is this game?
This one's in Indianapolis.
I'm going Houston.
All right, JP, just from that, who are you picking?
I don't want to pick Indianapolis. I fucking hate them. God, I so want to pick Houston. I really do. But Houston, for some reason, they're not playing up to their potential.
Mm-hmm. I must admit, Deshaun Watson's looking slow.
That might be because of his offensive line, though. He doesn't have an offensive line.
Right, that is true. Yeah, they've been going at him quite a bit.
I don't want to fucking do. I'm sorry, Sarah. I fucking hate the Colts. I'm gonna pick the Colts.
Goonie, who are you gonna be picking?
I'm gonna go with the Texans. They've had a strong showing, but at unfortunate circumstances at times. But
I must admit, I fucking hate this choice. These two choices right now, I fucking hate them.
Also, one of those games where it's tough to pick because neither team is really that good. And you don't know which team's going to show up.
Exactly.
And I've been picking Houston, and they've been fucking me over. Those fucking assholes. So it's like, you know what? I'm going to take the home team, and I'm going to go with the Colts. I just don't know why. Just something about Houston is they've been fucking me over with every pick so far. So, Indianapolis, show me what you got. Give me a win. All right, motherfuckers. All right, next game. Oh, and what is the chat room saying? It's a little bit mixed. I see some people going Colts. I see. This was a tough game, but my apologies, JP. I keep accidentally cutting you off.
Oh no, that's okay.
We're pretty much split even on this. There's 5 and 5 for either team.
I fucking hated this pick anyway, so we'll find out. But I'm going with the Colts. Let's see if Andrew Luck can give me some points. All right. Next game we got the oh god, the Buffalo Bills are taking on JP's Green Bay Packers in Green Bay.
Oh.
JP.
Green Bay did pick up and they shored up their defensive backfield this weekend or today. They got a hot free agent.
Okay.
It's in Green Bay, right?
Yeah, it's in Green Bay.
Remember how far said he was going to be there.
Here, I'm just going to get my pick. I'm going Green Bay because fuck the Bills.
I want to think on that one. Come back to me on that one. That's fine.
Really? You have to think about this one?
Just with the way the Bills look. Hey, I'm using my head here.
Okay. All right. I swear to God, if the Buffalo Bills beat the Green Bay Packers, then I don't know what the fuck is going on with them.
Legit.
Bobbit, do you already have a pick in mind?
Yeah, JP, you know I love you. I'm sorry. I'm going Buffalo.
Oh my goodness! Bobbit is going with the Buffalo Bills. This is a week one pick
well, this is how I think the game's going to go. Clay Matthew gets another gets another bullshit call against them, and Bills win it.
All right. FoulMouthBobbit giving his prediction on Clay Matthews getting another roughing the passer. I guarantee.
If they do that, then there's got to be some sort of fucking vendetta out on fucking guys that know how to fucking tackle in the NFL. I'm gonna go with Green Bay. I just here's why. Aaron Rodgers still looked good. He's better than Kirk Cousins. Minnesota isn't as good as everybody thinks they are. Washington's a little better than everybody thought, including me.
Yeah.
I think Green Bay's still the cream of the crop in the NFC North. They just got a short. Like I said, here's the first quarter killed Green Bay. They fell behind 21-3 or 21-1, I think, wasn't it?
I think so, yes.
Yeah, so they fell behind. They gave up 10 points the rest of the game and scored 17.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, and it probably would have been more had they done certain things.
I got to give credit to Adrian Peterson for still looking young for a 35-year-old for a running back.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not. A lot of that had to do with his offensive line, though. Did you see they were just blowing them guys? And plus, Muhammad Wilkerson got hurt. Green Bay was.
That's right. Huge news for him too.
Yeah, but I think that's just a small piece of the puzzle. I don't think he really. It would have helped for the rotation for them guys, with that. But I don't think it's going to be that big of a factor, to be honest with you. I know I'm talking a lot. Jesus Christ.
Well, this is why the picks take forever, because you can analyze every single
that's
thing.
what I do.
Oh, I don't have a problem with that. The more news, the better, I think, and the more educated my audience can be. Yeah, so I guess you're going with Green Bay, though, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the Green Bay Packers. I think they're going to turn it around this week with that guy they picked up in the free agent that they picked up. Gives them some veteran look in the backfield, even more veteran look. Instead of throwing their fucking rookies out there into the fucking fire. So
I'll have to look up who they picked up while we're doing more picks here.
I can't read. Last name is Breland, Beaumont Breland or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Packers sign cornerback Breland to replace Davon House. Is that it?
Yeah, Devon House he got hurt.
Okay, so this must be the guy that they just picked up. This was actually just posted not too long ago, a couple hours ago, actually.
Right.
So that's
it was
all right.
Work, yeah.
And I don't think Goonies made her pick yet.
I'm going with Green Bay.
She better.
All right.
Fucking
that's and then what is the rest of the chat room going with? We see a lot of Packers people going on.
Bobbit's the only one that went Buffalo.
Bobbit turned heel on JP with that pick. It's week one all over again with him in Baltimore, right?
Hey, I could be right though. You just never know.
You very well could be, yeah. Absolutely.
Bobbit, there's nothing. I don't care who you pick.
Hey, Bobbit, if Trek's Lions can beat the Patriots, anything can fucking happen right now.
Exactly.
Because that guy dealt with shit for weeks.
Yes,
and now the guy is probably like, hey, who beat the Patriots, motherfuckers?
It took us forever to get him to download the NFL app, though. God damn, that was fucking like pulling teeth. Funny, but it was like pulling teeth. It's free, dude. It's free.
I must admit, the best part about football is the new people that watch the sport. Mm-hmm. It's always fun for me just introducing somebody to the game of football.
Yep.
But the part that the last one that I introduced, unfortunately, got into the gambling part like a fucking asshole.
Yeah, it's something I'll never do. It's something I would never. I've never bet a penny in my life.
See, I would gamble, but not with money.
I mean, I do like fun picks with my father where it's like $20 on a game or something like that. If the Redskins are playing or something like that, friendly thing.
Like when the Packers, well, they don't do this year, but if the Packers played the Ravens like this year, I'd say if I win, never mind.
Can't say that live on.
I can't say that live on stream.
Hey, all right. So we can move on to the next game, right? We've done all our picks for this one. We've got speaking of the Lions, they're playing the Cowboys. Bobbit, who are you going with this one? The Cowboys against the Lions in Dallas.
Sorry, Trickster. I think your win against the Patriots was a fluke. I'm going Dallas.
Calling out Trek. He's going with the Cowboys. JP?
Going with the Cowboys. I fucking hate the fucking Cowboys, but I hate Detroit just a little bit fucking more. I don't think New England's that good. I think they're good, but they aren't that fucking good. They were exposed last night or Sunday for what they really are. Just goes to prove my point with fucking Tom Brady. If he don't have the fucking weapons, he ain't shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we saw that a few years ago when they struggled with the offensive weapons too. They had a slow start in that one. But once again, fuck New England. All right. What about you, Goonie?
As much as I fucking hate to say it, I'm going Dallas.
Going with the Cowboys. And myself?
The only reason she's going Dallas is she just likes giving Trexter shit.
I would like to give Drew even more shit.
Me too. I agree.
Oh, now these picks are just getting personal.
You realize I've picked Dallas 4 weeks in a fucking row, and they've only won one of those fucking games.
Oh, but yet you picked the Ravens 3 times, and they lose once. They lose again. I'm not picking them ever again.
I was just making a point. Why do you got to bring that shit up?
Because it was live on air, motherfucker.
It was live on air, motherfucker. All right. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, great. I can't wait to watch the replay on that one. Welcome to the Sideline Study, new viewers. All right, and what is the chat room saying? I think it looks like everybody's going with the Cowboys.
Except for he's going with Detroit. What's your pick? Did you pick the Cowboys there, Coop?
Yeah, I'm going with the Cowboys. I don't think Detroit is going to be much of a threat, especially in Dallas. So, we'll move on to the next game, which is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Chicago Bears, who I absolutely hate with a passion right now because my career is on the line. So I am just going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers because I still like the Tampa Bay Buccaneers offensive weapons. I think with Fitzpatrick, when he connects with those weapons, they can put up points. I think he had over 500 yards last week in the game against the Steelers. So Ryan Fitzpatrick, he's throwing the ball like crazy. And if he's doing that, then they're going to score points. And I just think that's the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to outscore Chicago in points against that defense.
Can I ask you a question? Have they been able to run the ball?
No, they haven't.
Chicago.
All right. Even though you're in the same division.
Khalil Mack is all I have to fucking say.
Yeah.
He almost choked the ball.
It almost went down my throat. I got a Halls in. I had to put a Halls in. I got a sore throat from Sunday, so I lost my voice. So my throat's getting dry, so I had to put a Halls in, and I almost swallowed it.
I'm the same way. I'm drinking water, so I don't feel like throwing up right now. I'm trying to stay hydrated. But yeah, what's the Bobbit? Who are you picking in this game?
Where's this game at?
You're going with the Mac? The Mac attack?
Where's it at? Is it in Chicago?
Oh, where is that? Where is that? This one's in Chicago.
Come back to me on this one.
But you're the last one there, big guy.
Heather hasn't won yet.
Yes, you did.
The Bears.
The Bears.
We'll see how that defense does against the Buccaneers, but God, I really hope this is not my last year when it comes to podcasting.
It was nice knowing you, Coop.
It's what, every week I'm starting to get a little bit more nervous, and it's like, fuck you, Chicago.
Yeah, Chicago will fall back. It's just when you have a team that does nothing but throw the ball and doesn't even try to run the ball, and you have that fucking, they can get to the quarterback. You aren't going to fucking beat very many teams just throwing the ball, people. You have to be able to run the football. I don't care what anybody says. I know it's a quarterback-driven league, but still.
He can't do it all by himself.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think Peyton Barber's the answer there. I don't think he does too much of an impact as at the running back slot. Oh, excuse me. All right. What does the chat room say in this game? Everybody's going with the Bears. All right.
Only one that went with Tampa Bay. That's telling you something.
Well, it's also telling me hopefully I'll be up in picks next week compared to the Panthers. Hopefully. All right. Well, it looks like everybody's going with the Bears in that one. So let's move on to the next game. The Cincinnati Bengals are taking on the Atlanta Falcons, and this one's in Atlanta. JP, I'll start with you on this one.
God damn it. Both teams are playing so well.
I know.
I'm going to go with – I'm just going to fucking wing it because it's a home game. I'm going with Atlanta.
Atlanta for the home game win. Goonie, are you going to go with them too?
I'm going Bengals.
Bengals are looking good. So, Bobbit, who are you going to be choosing?
Atlanta, because AJ Green's hurt.
That's right. AJ Green got hurt on in the Sunday game.
I guess I picked right. Some bitch.
I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons because I think that they need to get this win over the Bengals. I think this is a very crucial win for Atlanta to get at home against the Cincinnati Bengals, who I think that they can beat. But in order for Atlanta to stay as a contender and be dominant, I think they need to get this win over Cincinnati. And if they don't, it's really proving to me that Cincinnati is a threat in the AFC now. So I'm going to go with the Atlanta Falcons in that one at home in the stadium. Let's see what the chat room is saying. It looks like a little bit mixed one on this one too.
But like more heavily Atlanta.
Oh, okay. I saw Ronnie and Alpha choosing the Bengals.
Well, Alpha picked the Bengals because he said the hell with the Falcons. You could say that, but saying, dude,
just wait, Coop. Just wait, Coop. The Bengals could have an undefeated season. When they get the playoffs, they will lose first round. Yeah.
No, they always are just, they're not those playoff contending worthy guys, but they're pests. They are fucking pests. We'll put that way. Next game we got on the slate here, we've got the Seattle Seahawks against the Arizona Cardinals. These are all the afternoon games we're getting into. Bobbit, I'll start with you on this one.
I go Seahawks.
Seahawks. Goonie, who are you going to be choosing?
Fucking wrong.
The random shit in this chat tonight. I'm gonna have to agree and go with the Seahawks.
All right.
Where's that?
It's in Arizona.
It's Josh Rosen starting. This is going to be his first start. God damn it! This is a fucking cellar dweller game right here.
Yes, it is.
Because even though Arizona got beat, right?
Yeah. No, they. I don't think they've won a game yet, have they?
This will probably be the only time I pick Seattle all year. But I'm gonna pick Seattle.
Good man. I think Seattle Seahawks are going to get the win too in Arizona. I don't know what the fuck is going on with Arizona, but they are not looking sharp. So.
Well, they weren't going to be very good at the beginning of the year. They weren't going to be very good this year anyway. So.
Now, what is the chat room saying? It looks like everybody's going with the Seahawks as well. All right, everybody going on the 12th man bandwagon this week when it comes to the game.
Fuck
but
that,
just this week, just 1 week.
God damn. Fucking 12th man. I got your 12th man.
All right. What we got next game? We got the Cleveland Browns against the Oakland Raiders. My God, these are fucking garbage afternoon games. Ugh. The Oakland Raiders against the Browns. It's in Oakland.
Well, here's the real test to see how good Cleveland's defense is. This is a pretty good offense. I think it's going to be Oakland in the long run just because of the offense. They're due for a breakout game. So I'm going with Oakland. Sorry. I was just saying.
Mm-hmm.
Goonie, who are you going to be going with?
I'm going to go with the Goonies pick and go with Oakland, but if they fuck me over again, I'm never picking them ever again.
I said that
until they move to Las Vegas. Bobbit, who are you going with?
Cleveland.
Cleveland for the W. All right, this one's going to be a tough one, I think. I'm going to go with the Browns. I'm going to fucking – I think they're going to go in there and they're going to shock Oakland Raiders and they're going to shock John Gruden. They're going to put them in the place, and the Cleveland Browns are going to be taking a step forward and getting a victory over the Oakland Raiders. That's my thinking.
It's a tough game to pick because right now Oakland's not playing very good. But
exactly.
Mm-hmm. It is, and I think the Cleveland Browns can totally jump on that. So they might as well try and get as many wins as they can in the season. And what is the chat room saying? Looks like a little bit of a mix. I saw Ronnie and David going with the Browns.
Mm-hmm.
And Alpha's going with the Browns. I see Ace and Sarah going with the Raiders. It looks like more people are leaning towards the Brown side, but this one's a tough game. That one's a tough game. So that one's gonna be a nail biter. Who's gonna fucking go over in the picks this week? I think. So,
right.
Next game we've got 4 more games left here, ladies and gentlemen. I'll try and speed it up here. We've got the New Orleans Saints against the New York Giants. Goonie, I'll start with you on this one.
I'm going Saints. Any chance I get to pick against the Giants, I will. I'm going with the Saints.
JP?
That was a silly question. It's a fucking Giants. Yeah, they got a win last week, but come on. See what the Saints did last week? That offense is fucking fire. Can't stop it.
Yeah.
And the Giants don't have the defense to stop it.
No, they don't.
Saints.
Bobbit?
Easy.
I'm going Saints because Giants is going to have a bad couple of weeks.
And I'm going to go with the Saints myself because it's the fucking Giants and they have no defense, like you guys talked about. That offense hopefully is
not only they have Saints, but next week they have Carolina.
Well, I'm picking the Giants in that game. Fuck yeah.
Hey, thank you, because anytime you don't choose Carolina, we win.
Oh, then I'm picking Carolina.
Oh, fuck no.
Oh boy. And by the way, I did choose Carolina over the Bengals. I went with you, Bobbit. I chose them.
See? We got the W.
And it looks like the rest of the chat room is going with the Saints as well. Is that just no brainer? I think everybody.
That fucking OT. Not only that OT comeback, fucking insane.
It's just the offense in general. It's just too many.
You know what? I'm just really glad that we didn't have a fucking tie.
Yes.
I was really fucking glad about that. I think they just need to get rid of ties in general. It's just not making it. It's pointless to have a tie now these days.
I don't mind the ties. I don't mind it. I don't.
Huh. I don't know. It's just our society does not like ties anymore. So that's why in hockey they got rid of them too. In football they're trying to get rid of them. It's just nobody wants to witness a soccer game, I guess, and in a tie or something, right? But
fuck soccer.
Yeah. Well, football, I guess they would call it, right?
It's still boring as all shit.
What is
football, European style?
I fucking like soccer, man.
You like soccer?
Yeah.
He likes all sports. What are you talking about?
Anything, dude. Soccer is actually, if you understand the game, it's actually a pretty fun game. And it's not that hard to follow. Everybody thinks it's hard to follow. It's not. It's actually really easy.
Yeah. There's just a lot of teams out there that play soccer. That's all.
And that it's the largest sport in the world. It's the most popular sport in the world. So.
Yep. Yeah, it's and I think it's still growing as it is. Here in Vancouver, we've got our own MLS soccer league. I think the Vancouver Whitecaps out here. So they it's still a growing sport. Yeah. I hate ties, especially in soccer. Soccer ties suck the most. All right, enough about ties because ties suck. Yeah, the 49ers are going to be taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. Bobbit, I'll start with you on this one.
I gotta go Chargers.
JP? Just staring at me.
Silly boy, tricks are for kids. Fucking Chargers, man. Come on. They don't have their quarterback that they paid $18 million to. They ain't going nowhere. Chargers. I don't think the fucking 49ers are going to win another game the rest of the year.
Poor Cardinal. And Goonie, I think you're going the same direction?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. I'm going with you guys as well. As they just lost their starting quarterback that they paid millions of dollars, just like JP said. I don't want to copy what he says, but they're fucked. They're just fucked. We'll put it that way. And it looks like I think the rest of the chat is going with the Chargers as well.
Yep.
All right. Then let's get into the evening game, which is the Baltimore Ravens going against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Goonie, I'll start with you on this one.
Oh dear God!
What? Oh, should I even?
I'm gonna go.
I do that. She doesn't even fucking know.
It's like you guys just went shoulder to shoulder with each other, just like with a stared look. It was like, come on. It's like when you see two thugs going against each other and like for a rap album cover.
I'm gonna go with my Ravens, but it's gonna be a tough game against the Steelers. I know that.
It's gonna be a tough game for sure.
It is. It's gonna be a tough game for them.
JP?
I'm going to go with Baltimore. This is one of those games. There's a lot of evenly matched games in this week.
Yeah.
This one's a toss-up for me. I'm going to go with Baltimore. Where is it, in Pittsburgh or is it in Baltimore?
Yeah, this one's in Pittsburgh.
I'm still going to – hopefully Baltimore's – I'm going to go with Baltimore. I just hope their defense that they had in the first game of the year fucking shows up. Because they haven't had it since then.
And Bobbit, who are you going to be going with?
I'm sorry to do this to you, Heather. I'm going to Pittsburgh.
Oh, I'm this one's a
DSS, just DM me or Coop or Heather your picks, and we'll take care of it, brother.
Yeah. We've been getting actually a lot of people writing their comments for their picks and that. There's a couple of guys that have been leaving comments in the videos. I've been writing down their picks as well. So, but there are more people that are watching the replays of this show that are not watching it live. I understand there's more things to watch, and just if you want to be part of the show and you guys want to leave your picks and just come back here and then just be part of a growing fun show. That's the main thing, right? So. This one,
fucking Ronnie in the fucking chat is our sideline reporter. Bobbit now going heel on Heather with that pick now.
I just went heel on everybody.
You know, I'm gonna go with the Steelers. I just think at home, I think that they have the offense that they proved in the first half of the game that they can put up the points, and I just think this might be a slugfest.
It very well could be.
Yeah, so I think this one is just gonna go the victor with the home crowd. I think Pittsburgh Steelers with the terrible towels, they're gonna come out on fire, and it's gonna be a tough game. What is the chat room saying on this game? Looks like some people. Oh, looks like most people are going with the Ravens. Oh wow. A lot of people are doubting Pittsburgh, so I can see why a lot of people are going with the Ravens. But
well, I think the reason people are doing that is because of the first game of the year with the Browns. But I'm telling you, and I called it at the beginning of the year, the Browns are going to be better than everybody thinks.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely agree. And I will DM you. Oh, thanks TSS. Thanks for dropping in here as well. And the last game that we can get to, which is the Monday night game, the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. Bobbit, we'll start with you.
Chiefs.
JP?
Yeah, it's too easy. Denver is so not even going to come close. Kansas City's just got too much. They have too many weapons. They're like the Saints of the fucking and AFC, except they know how to fucking play defense. The Saints don't know how to play defense, and that's going to hurt them down the line.
Yeah, I actually. Let me, if I'm not mistaken, wrong. The former defensive coach for the New Orleans Saints. Remember when years ago they had that bounty scandal?
Yes.
I think he might have been part of it. I think he's back in the league, but he's actually the Browns defensive coordinator now. I could be wrong, but I'm not sure. But I saw him. I saw the first name Greg for the Cleveland Browns, and maybe that is why they're stepping up their defense so much.
Very well.
He's got that aggressive style. So I'm just gonna go with the Chiefs. I think what the fuck are the Broncos gonna do?
What? How they played last week.
Yeah. And Goonie, did I get your pick in there?
I'm gonna be going with KC also.
Okay, yeah. I figure you were going the same direction. I think a lot of people might be choosing the Chiefs in the chat room as well. Chiefs.
Had a couple
Yes,
of
you're right.
and a couple of Broncos.
You're right, Coop. It's Greg Williams.
Wow.
Coach.
See that? Maybe that's why the Browns are playing better on defense. They've got the aggressive style going for them.
Yeah,
But
there's nothing wrong.
and well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. We have our week 4 picks, and we did good on time today, ladies and gentlemen. Is there anything else that you guys want to mention on today's episode before we end it?
No, I mean, all I can say is I hope that the NFL kind of slows down on the roughing the passer penalty. Just come on, really? It's everything. Every time a fucking quarterback gets touched, it's gonna be a fucking penalty. Is the way it's starting to sound. That's come on. Defense. Let the fucking players play. Let the defensive players play defense. I mean, Jesus Christ! Just because a guy touches somebody doesn't mean he's impeding his progress either. Mm-hmm. That's another thing that drives me fucking nuts. You know, referees are too flag happy right now, and it sucks. It's taking away from the game. It's taking the fun out of it for me.
Absolutely, it really is destroying the fun in this game, I think, because there's a line that you want to be cautious about your players that play for your organizations, and we understand that costs money to sign these guys, and they get injured, and it costs a lot of team money. But at the same time, you gotta learn that this is a game of football, and you gotta learn how to fucking understand that injuries happen, accidents happen, and I think that them doing this, being too overprotective, is ruining.
So. Yeah, it's too much. Too much of, like you said, too much protection. It's just like, let it go. They're wearing pads too. We've been saying this for years. Let it go.
And Bobbit, do you want to mention anything before we end today's podcast?
No, I'm good. Just go Badgers.
Go Badgers. And your Carolina Panthers are going to be taking a bye week this week, so you get a little bit of a rest. So.
We are playing Nebraska Saturday.
I cannot wait to watch it with you.
And I think it's in Lincoln. I think it's in Nebraska. And it's at night, too.
Ooh, ESPN then.
Nebraska has been doing pretty bad this year, haven't they?
Yeah, they haven't done good for like 3 or 4 years now.
Okay, because I remember a few weeks ago we talked about Colorado as a team, and I'm just throwing out there. I found this very funny flip of a Colorado mascot that tried using one of those cannon shooter T-shirts. He shot himself in the crotch.
I wanted to fucking mention that too. That was the funniest fucking thing. I'm sitting there watching it, and the dude, the Buffalo, he's on the injured reserve. They can't use him now because he took it. I think he busted a nut. That was funny. I mean, when I seen that happen, I'm like, what the fuck? And I went back and watching it. You know how the GIF it loops? And it just kept, I just sat there and watched it. I was like, this is the greatest thing that I've ever fucking seen.
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Oh, I liked it so much that I looked at every camera angle possible. From like the side views, the front views, every view possible. And look,
can somebody see that GIF? I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it yet? Okay, let me see if I can find it here. And are we even allowed to show this on it? Because
not a copyright.
Mascot shot.
College should be okay.
All right, let's see if I can look this up. A mascot shot in crotch.
Oh, it was fucking hilarious. If you guys haven't seen it, oh my God.
I'm going to turn my screen share on just for you guys for the ending of this podcast because I do want people to see this. Okay. I think Here we are. Okay, so video. There it is.
Watch, Bobbit. I love this. This is so great.
Oh, oh hold on.
Did you see it, Bobbit?
I'm going to put it full screen.
That is great.
Oh my god. Oof.
Down.
This guy did this man stab himself live on TV? Then I looked at it again and you hear the pink, and it's like, oh, he just shot himself in the nuts.
Oh my god. All right. I think we're gonna wrap it up for this episode. That was fucking hysterical. I think this might have been one of my favorite podcasts we've done so far, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I think now I'm definitely going to use that Colorado mascot in a gift somewhere for a donation. That's for sure. Oh, that was fantastic. All right. Well, anything else you guys want to mention?
I'm good.
I'm glad we mentioned that. Oh man, Bobbit, was that good?
Yeah, that was great.
Oh my god. Then this was a great and fantastic episode for all of you guys watching. Thank you for joining this episode of the Sideline Study. Good luck, everybody, with all your Week 4 picks. And make sure you tune in next episode next Tuesday. Make sure you follow the group here. Oh, I forgot. Give yourself some fucking plugs. JP and Goonie, where can we find you?
Well, you can find me on the Cold Bone Show Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and on Sundays. I am probably going to stream the Brewer game tomorrow because they are one win away from making the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. MLB playoffs are coming up soon. That's going to be pretty big.
If I can find the time. But I will be. If it looks like they're going to be making the playoffs, they might have slept. They might have actually done tonight because now they're a half a game behind the Cubs because the Cubs lost tonight. So it's getting interesting. It's getting tight. And Justin, your Cardinals are falling the fuck apart. Fuck shit. So,
well, when it comes to baseball, my Blue Jays suck. So
I like the Blue Jays. I don't mind them. I
hate the fans that throw beer cans at other players on the field.
Yeah.
That was a douche move by that asshole.
Yeah.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Bobbit and Goonie. We didn't even get your fucking plugs.
This is what happens when you let him talk.
This is what happens when I'm not fucking stoned. The ADHD is everywhere.
As he just called me, you can find me on Twitter at Goonie20. On YouTube, it's Tattooed Mistress. I'm usually on Thursday nights, right after Wrestling Memories. So.
Mm-hmm. You can find me at JPBaker91. I forgot to mention it.
I make sure I put all their tags in the bio. Make sure you follow and click them now on all their social media accounts on YouTube and that. Bob, where can we find you, my man?
You can find me on the Cold Bone Show, on the FoulMouthBobbit channel, on Twitter at FoulMouthMike, and I now have a Pornhub account. No. I am FatMaster69. So there you go.
We finally did it. Thank you, Bobbit, for bringing us to
I'm also on Instagram with the same name, JPBaker91, and on Snapchat as well. Oh my God, Bobbit, why do you do this to me?
Thank you, everybody, for joining this episode. And we'll see you next Tuesday for the Sideline Study. Peace out.